Now, I told you that I was going to do a video on clean and unclean meats. And this is for believers who want to know the truth about what the scriptures really said. And by the way, you like my hat? See, the Aramaic Hebrew and the believers, they read from right to left, not left to right. So here it says Yahweh, because when you say his name is Yahweh, it's Hawa, HWH, but you say Yahweh, which is praising him. So anyway, believers are not supposed to eat pork and this or any kind of unclean meat, and this is why. I'll explain to you why. The Torah, which is the law, his teachings, in Deuteronomy 14:3, it says, "Don't eat anything that is abominable," which means something that is disgusting to the Most High. Creatures that are clean and unclean, he talks about. I believe that he says certain meat is unclean to eat because it has something to do with Satan and his minions. Ox, sheep, goat, deer, gazelle, roebuck, every beast that has a split hoof and chews its cud. Those are clean meats. Like meditating. A cow chews grass, they bring it back up again and then chew on it some more. You're not supposed to eat camel, hares, rabbit, pigs. You don't eat their flesh. You don't touch their dead carcass. There's something demonic going on there, I believe. They're the ones that clean the earth. Can you put that line up for me? Yeah. Thank you. And so all I know is I just want to obey it and not question what he says about that. It's his way, not our way. And when you disobey his word, it's wicked. And when you go your own way. You're only supposed to eat fish that has fins and scales. Like catfish, it's unclean for you. You will become unclean. Demonic and satanic influence is in these things they eat up the garbage in the world. You want your body and your life to be clean. You don't eat birds that are like eagles, vultures, the red kite, black vultures, or the kikes, or ravens, or ostrich, falcon, buzzards, nighthawks, seagulls, owls, pelicans, storks, herons, bats, every creeping creature that flies. And by the way, I'm not a Christian. I am a believer. Christ is a pagan word that goes back to the name Krishna, which was for sun god worship. I found that in a Catholic liturgist and in an etymology book that the Most High's true name was HWH, which stands for Hawa, and it was changed to YWYH, which goes back to Yod-Heh-Vahu. And so and Yod-Heh-Vahu means utter waste and destruction. So that cannot be his name, because he came to give us life, that we would have life more abundantly. So when you study Acts 10:9 through 28, Kepha is really Peter's name. He sees the heavens, the Malachims, open up, and there's a sheet with all kinds of reptiles and birds. And the Most High says to him, "Get up, slay, and eat." And he says, "No way, I've never ate anything unclean." Well, he's praying about it to get understanding about what the vision meant, because this happened about 5 or 6 years after our Hamashiach, our Messiah, rose from the dead. And he had ate with, him and never ate anything but fish. And fish was supposed to be symbolic of souls, being fishers of men, which was bringing in the souls, like bringing in the sheep. So what he's praying about it, and he realizes the Ruach Spirit tells him that there are 3 men looking for him. Cornelius, this other man, is told to send for Kepha. And so the dream is understood to him that the whole thing was conducted by Hawa, that he was he should not call any man unclean, that the door was going to be open for the Gentiles. The slay part meant to conquer, and the eat meant to bring souls to him. And you need to do an odiote study on this, of what the original Hebrew words were and what they mean. He ate, like I said, he ate fish and was told to be fishers of men, which were the souls of men. Throughout the whole entirety of the Bible, it's all about food, and what you eat. You are what you eat. 1 Corinthians 6:12 says, all things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. So you can do whatever you want to do, but that doesn't mean it's going to be good for you or good for your relationship with the Most High. You have to remember, like, that shrimp and lobster, they're like the cockroaches of the ocean. They eat all the crap on the bottom of the ocean. If you eat filth, you know what is going to be in you. What's going to happen to you physically and spiritually? How is it going to happen if you eat anything that's unclean? It can mess up your body physically, but it also messes up your spiritual hearing and understanding. You're going to be less likely to hear the truth and to understand the truth. His loving instructions are a betterment for our betterment of our living and of our souls. So I hope this is a barakah, which is, barakoth, which is a blessing to you, the truth. I hope that you've listened to my teachings about sexual immorality also, because sexual sin is one of the worst sins that we could commit besides eating unclean things, because both things are an abomination. So, I hope that you check out my other 100 videos. My book, 36 videos, Clearing My Heavenly Father's Name, and my songs and my teachings. And yes, my grandson finally did say the Most High's true name. How he was singing it, and I caught that on video, thank goodness. And I made me and my kids all these hats for Hanukkah. I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. That's pagan. Now I can do a video on that too soon. But I just, wanted people to understand that we're not supposed to eat unclean meats. I've pretty much become vegetarian, and I eat fish once in a while and maybe chicken. It's very rare that I eat any meat anymore because of all the hormones that is put in meat, all the things that they do to animals the same time. I really hope and pray to have my own land and have my own animals that I can feed properly, and my own vegetables and fruits that I can grow properly, because there is just so much pesticides and stuff in food and stuff that's just not healthy for us. And most people are eating non-GMO because they are genetically modifying food and mixing seed, which was something that the Most High told mankind not to do. That it's something that the enemy has done to our food, and that's why food just is not as nutritious as it used to be. You sometimes eat and you still feel hungry, or you still feel tired. You don't have any energy from the food. So I'm praying a lot about what the great I Am, the Most High Yahweh, wants me to do, about all this and to help me. And I really wish that I could start my own, I don't want to say church, just I want my own tribe of people who believe like I do. And and be saved and live right and be blessed and make it to the kingdom of heaven. And I'll tell you what, salvation is a lot deeper than what you understand or know. I'm going to do a teaching about the mark of the beast, but the mark of the beast is pretty much worshiping and praising under the wrong name. You know, that's how you receive the mark. And if Jesus means Zeus, and it goes back to Isis, Horus, Osiris, and there was no letter J 2,000 years ago, it didn't come into our alphabet to 400 years ago, then how could his name have been Jesus? And if Christ goes back to Krishna, the sun goddess worship, both names are pagan. Satan did a big number on society and on religion and in our Bibles, and the truth is what sets you free. So hopefully this truth I shared with you today will help you some spiritually. A better health to you, and have a good month the rest of December. And we're going into the new year with what they call the new year, but in the Hebraic, the old Aramaic, the new year really started, I believe, in April after spring. So, but I do hope that 2017 will be a lot better spiritually for people who are right with the great I am. This year will be a year of jubilee for them. But for those who aren't right or living right, it very well may be a time of judgment and losses. So do your best to pray and get right with him, okay? Take care, and we'll see you next video.